Hello everyone, and today we are just like talking about a particular course which is related to Playwright, TypeScript, Cursor, Claude, Git and Jenkins. This completes a cycle of using this thing on everything related to testing. So for example, in fact, through Cursor or Claude, you can even analyze your requirement and generate the manual test case scenarios and the test case, which we can put in Jira or X-Ray or whatever test tool you're using, test management tool you're using. Apart from that, you can use it for the automation script generation, execution, reporting, all those things. So with a limited time today, I'll showcase that thing step by step that while we will learn this thing, we can also achieve all these things, right? So this is basically for anyone who want to um you know and whether they are fresher or test engineer, working professional on automation already, let's say anybody can join this thing, right? Let me open this in PDF mode if I can use. Hold on. Yeah, this is looking better now. Great. So we will do hands-on learning, and we'll focus more on hands-on learning because the whole thing now is shifting towards like, okay, if you're experienced professional, whether you can work as an architect for working on the CI/CD, whether you can work on the framework design part, right? So step by step, starting from the fundamental, learning about the programming basically, and then core automation thing, then architectural uh, way of how you can design the framework, how you can um, create a pipeline, right? Or you can integrate your test framework, code framework to Jenkins or GitHub. And then how you can mastery on the AI to use it in the best way to make the testing fast. So when we say testing, it is not about test automation, right? When we say testing, it is all about whatever you do in the software testing life cycle. Okay. So generally, tech stack wise, right? Nowadays, most of the organization, what they're doing is because this is supported by most of the new age front-end technology, Angular JS or let's say React JS, those are written in the JavaScript itself, right? So industry is bit inclined towards Playwright with JavaScript or Playwright with TypeScript, right? It's like this. So base thing is core part is this, right? Then you should learn about the DevOps integration and then you should learn about AI engineering. So generally, this AI use is more of engineering job. It's not quality assurance job. Okay. So when we say using quality engineering or QE, it's more of like utilizing what you have already or integrating new tools um, for your testing and automation, right? And continuously improving on it, right? It's like this. So we want to go in this way. We'll talk about the concept. We will demo it. I want to make sure that everyone understands and doing the practice at their end also. Some assignments will be given. Some project will be there related to ERP automation, and you will be able to do that. It's like this. Um, what happens when we work with AI integration across STLC? You do the planning, you do the design of that. Designing means it's like writing the test case, creating the scenario, all those things. And then you automate it, you execute it. And there are a lot of things related to reporting and then refactoring it. But the basic cycle is this. Basic steps are this. And in all this step, you can utilize Cursor or Claude. It's um, so basically Cursor and Claude, these are just interfaces, right? In the background, somewhere you will use the LLM, either ChatGPT or Sonnet, those kind of LLMs, right? So yeah, most of the, organization nowadays, it's like when you're joining as a fresher, probably you will work for manual QA more on that. But career progression happens like this nowadays, where they will expect you to work on the automation, work as an SDAT, and work as an architect. Nowadays, QA lead or QA manager, those kind of roles are slowly, what we say, it is not more job you have as a lead or manager now, right? Slowly in different organization, they are deleting this kind of QA lead or QA manager, or those kind of managerial people management kind of thing, right? Because with the use of intelligent framework for the STLC, they are hiring more on SDET or architect side. It's like this. You will see these things in industry when you will actually go for any interview, or when you talk with different people on this space, you will get to know that actually there is some changes happening in last like 2 to 3 years. It is happening, and it is continuous on different stages of your career. You will feel that. Okay. Fine. Basic thing is this, that once you complete this course, you will be able to work on the Playwright and TypeScript as an expert. But it is all depend on how many test cases you automate, how much practice you do, right? From our end, we'll try our best to cover, whatever is required to become an expert, right? But it requires a lot of hard work, focus, consistency on writing the code, and then utilizing the AI in a smart way, right? So those things are required. Then you will become, interview ready, right? So we'll help on the interview preparation also. We'll do some session about interview preparation for this kind of roles. That's it. That's it as of now. I am directly going to the practical part, right? So one of the session last batch I was taking, right? We did something successfully, very successfully, and step by step thing, right? So I'm just showcasing what we did, right? And exactly these things we did. And by using cursor, you can replace cursor by Claude also, if your organization is using that thing. But the outcome will be something similar. Outcome will be something similar, right? So how this course will go and all, I'll put the syllabus later on into the group, or whoever will connect with me, right? Or the QA testology. But I want to showcase that where you will start and where you will go. It's like this. So you will start with this, where you will learn about the TypeScript programming for, let's say, 1 week or 2 week, I think, 2 week, and then 2 week on the Playwright side. Then next 2 week will be GitHub, Jenkins, and use of AI for the whole STLC, creating agents for that, creating skill files, MD files for different purpose, right? And integration with the Git action, those things, right? And then utilizing it for the refactoring purpose. Okay. So what I'm showcasing you is step by step thing, uh, what you will achieve at the end of the session, end of like when you will end the course, right? So it's what I'm showing is what is the outcome, right? So recently there is a website. Let me open that website. QAtestology.com. And as a practice, you know, I have written code to automate this thing. It's a job website, finding job. You can also create your profile if you're searching for job. Okay. Anyways, so um, there are different scenarios here. So for example, when I click on the sign in, and if I'll provide some invalid username password, then it should show me error that uh, let me check. Is it showing me error? Yeah, invalid credential it is showing, right? And all other test cases, whatever you think of. So for example, if I'll go to jobs and if I'll search for, let's say, Selenium, and I click on search, so Selenium related jobs should be visible to me, all those things. Okay. So, then you should reach to a point where you will instruct to the AI tool only to automate anything. Whatever you want to automate, you can automate it through instructing to it, right? So there is a step by step to achieve this thing. It's not like that in a single day you will be able to automate everything, right? You may be able to do it, but the thing is, your code, you should be able to understand it, right? It should be maintainable. It should be readable to your team also, correct? So it's better to do the things step by step. From the learning perspective, as I said, that you should not be in hurry to directly jump to the Playwright. It's better that learn TypeScript or JavaScript in detail, then learn Playwright library and all its functions, how it works, all those things. Then learn about Git, Jenkins, or Azure DevOps, whatever you want to use. Then about AI tools, right? So basically LLM, agents, right? How you integrate it. So let's say if you are using a cursor, so how you can um, create framework, right? Design framework, how you can use the skills, agentic AI for STLC, right? How you integrate with the Jira or your bug reporting tool through MCP, how you utilize MCP for that. And then, all this thing, reporting, refactoring, all those things. Right? Basic way of, learning is this. If you're doing something like directly jumping to somewhere, it's generally not good, right? This should the step-by-step learning, all these things, right? So I just want to showcase that how we did it uh, step by step. So we created. Meanwhile, let me take some question. Hold on. I'll take some question first, and then anybody has any question till now? Whatever I have said till now, let me know if you have any query. I'm jumping to the practical otherwise. It's like this. Any query? If you don't have any query, I'll moving now. Okay, so we created one Playwright project, let's say, and let's say the project name is Job Portal Automation, right? Then we initialize created the config for the Playwright. Don't do it as of now. I'm just telling the step by step what we did and how we achieved it, right? Then we created some basic folder structure like test folder, which was already there, pages folder, utils folder, fixture folder. Pages because we want to make we want to utilize page object design pattern, right? Where basically we want to separate out our test cases with the page element and the page action, right? Utilities are generally required for your testing whenever you need something on your test data part, or let's say you want to get today's date or some random number, right? Those things. You can create your own utilities which will help you on your automation. It's like this. Then fixtures are generally like if you want to use it. In Playwright, basically, there is a very important role of fixtures. But apart from that, you can use it for your, you can put your test data in different format and get the test data at the runtime. It's like this. Or you can have your um, session, let's say a particular, let's say login if you are doing, right? And in Playwright, basically, once you logged in, you don't have to log in again and again for different test cases. You can store the particular session, right? Which will be utilized again and again in a simple word for your login purpose. You can do in that way also, right? Then there is a particular step about, you know, basic page page. So there is no prompt till now. This is like manually we did till now this thing. But then with the cursor, let's say there is a particular prompt which we gave. This is the bad example if you are doing something like this, that create search page and create code for searching job related test cases. So this is a bad example. Instead of that, uh, you have to explain what persona you are using. Okay. For example, here we are saying that you are an experienced playwright automation architect, and then we are prompting about what we want actually, right? So there is a job search portal, follow this is a standard, and create the test case to open this website, and create first test case for the home page, all those things. So once we did it, generally what it generates, I'll show you what it has done. So if you see here, let me maximize this. Yeah. So if you see here at the test case level, it generates this test case. Let me close this thing. So it generates this test case. Don't worry about the code or the script as of now, but basically opening the home page and verifying whether the title is coming correctly or not. Those things it did, right? And it's working fine. But my purpose is not to execute that test case as of now. I just want to show that what are the steps when you are using AI tools with your IDE, right? So then I want to review different things like whether it has generated prop with working with proper naming convention, it has generated good locators or not, readability is there or not, comment is there not or not. So for example, this code do not have any comment. So if anybody else will see, oh, there is comment, this one line comment is there, right? So, but there may be other comments also can be done here at the start of this test case to explain what it does, right? So it is up to you how you want to design it, how you want to make it more readable and simple. So if there is a scope of improvement, right? You can again instruct that, okay, add the comment, improve the naming convention. And if you think that there is some complex code, can we do it in a simplified way, right? All those things. Then you will execute and confirm whether test case is working fine or not. We did this thing and it worked successfully. Then creating more test cases. There you need to now explain that what you want. So for example, manual steps are navigating to the job page. search by this title and verify whether this is present or not, right? All those things. So it generates this job search, and see here, navigating to the job page, search by the title, and then verify whether that title is present or not. So I'm not going to the code part as of now because we don't have much time to explain this thing. While we will start the session, proper course, then we'll do from the very basic part, right? Then if you want that, okay, you need to understand something which it has created. Let's say it has created a constructor, right? Here it has created one constructor. Let me show you this one, and you don't know how it is working, right? So AI tool you can use to get yourself trained also, right? So you can anytime ask here that, okay, explain constructor for the home page, right? So I can say explain constructor for something like this. We did it something like this. I explained that, okay, this AI tool is not just for generating the test case. At any point of time, if you think that, no, I need to understand how it is working, why the code is something like this, you will get to know. And you can document it also. So if you want to document it somewhere, you can start documenting about your own framework also. Okay. Then we said, okay, generate more test cases. These are the steps, some other test cases to do the login and check invalid credential is present or not. All those things it generated. So now, then creating some utility, creating the data, into the fixture. So for example, here we have all the test data related to our test case. Let's say if we want to do something related to job title, what will be my invalid values or valid values? If we are using city somewhere, so what will be my valid test data, invalid test data, all those things. Then basically we refactor the framework, we start debugging it, improving the assertion. So assertion is validation part, and generating the framework document. So it will create proper README file where you will be able to understand what your framework is doing. And if anybody will read this particular file, they'll be able to use this website. They'll be able to use this automation framework. It's like this. Then we mapped our automation framework with the GitHub repository, then generating Jenkins pipeline, um, generating GitHub action. So, but then you have to prompt it properly. So that thing we will learn um, during the course. It's like this. But these are things did very successfully, and now this framework is very good, very consistent, and whatever I'll ask it to do, it will do it on behalf of me. So for example, let's create one more test case here, right? So for example, this website, let's do that. We will say that, okay, um, go to this website and click on get started, and just click on create account, right? And it should say, please fill out this field, right? Please fill out this field. Tooltip should come. This is kind of tooltip, right? So this should be visible. So I have not done it. Let's do it right now. So here, I will instruct it and it will create the test cases. In fact, it will create the manual test step also if you want, right? As of now, we are creating the code only, right? So let's do that. So what are the steps? So you have to instruct then where you need this kind of test, right? It's a jobs. Now, let me go to the home page first. Home page, and then there is a getting started page, right? So get started will go to sign up. So basically, there should be a sign up page. There is no sign up as of now. Login page is there. Job search page is there for the test case purpose, and for the page purpose, home page, job search, login page, these are there. There is no sign up page. There is no as such sign up page, right? So what we can instruct is uh, click on the get started to navigate to sign up page, correct? Basically, there should be a sign up page, right? So we'll say create, I'm writing it right now, create sign up page.ts, um, which that's it. I don't think you have to instruct much thing here. Um, then it's like uh, from the home page, when you click on get started, sign up page will be opened. That you have to tell, right? So when user clicks on get started button, and you have to instruct these things because you are doing it first time. Otherwise you will just say go to the sign up page and do this thing in a very English like thing, but this is the first time where you are creating it, right? So that's why you have to instruct it better, right? Sign up page will be opened. Sign up page will be opened. Great. Create a test case for sign up page. Sign up page. What test case you need for this? That without specifying anything, just click on create account, right? So we'll say without specifying name, email, password, name, email, password. That means you want to keep it blank, right? Click on create. What message should be there? So you can say that, please fill out this field. Assert, you have to assert it, right? So you'll say assert or validate. You can say validate. Validate if please fill, what was that message? Fill out this field. Fill out this field. Message is displayed. So I'm not saying tooltip or anything technically as of now. Let it fail, even if it will create and fail it, right? You will get to know that even there is a failure, it will it will try to resolve those issue also. So as of now, if you see there is no sign up page at the left hand side, let me close middle part so that you will not get confused. If you see left hand side, there is no sign up page related test case. And the page level also, there is no sign up page as of now, correct? Let's see whether it will create. So it will create all the locators, all the functions related to clicking on it, right? So I'm doing it. So we have not reached to this point directly. Let's understand first, right? Once you learn it for around, let's say 30 to 40 days, then you will reach to this position where you will instruct this thing to generate your more test cases. See here. Now it is inspecting where is the sign up page, where is this get started button on this website. It knows what is the website because we created some of the other test cases. So it knows what is the base URL. Okay, don't worry about it. So it's going to the login page. It is thinking whether I should create the test case in the login page test itself, right? Because sign up is also related to the login part. So it is thinking in that way, but you can instruct it, you know, explicitly that no, there should be a sign up related test case should be there in the sign up page test.spec.ts only. Okay, let's see. So it is now um, doing those things. Let's see. Let's see. It is first checking the whole framework structure where it can put the details. Uh, yeah, it is writing some script first and then it will start doing it. Okay. It is exploring the DOM structure of that home page. Um, it is checking all those things. Wait. So if you see here, it has created that code to go to the sign up page. This sign up page test.spec.ts is created. See here, it's saying verifying the sign up URL. Click on the create account and verify that message. So basically, in this website, it's saying that, okay, it has created the code to go here and click here and verify the message and verify this URL also, right? So at page level, if you see, this sign up page dot test is created and all the code related to the locator. So this part is just declaring the locator. This is like initializing the locator based on its XPath, ID, CSS selector, all those things. And then writing the code about clicking on it, verifying whether the URL is present, verifying whether that error message is present or not, all those things. Right hand side, I said that, okay, run this newly created test cases in headed mode and show the result. So let me close this thing. It was very fast. It has already executed it. It is saying that it took 12 seconds. It is passed and all. But if you want to run it, you can run the command. What command you can run? You can say npx playwright test and this particular test case which you want to run. Um, and let me go up. So let's run it in terminal. Hold on. So new terminal or the command line. So let's run it here. I'll say npx playwright test. Which test case you want to run? You want to run sign up page. Sign up. What was that? Sign up page test. Yeah, sign up page test dot spec dot ts in headed mode we are running, right? So we'll see run it in headed means it will show the browser basically. So let's run this. So it is running. See here, browser has opened. I'm not doing anything. It is automate. It is running this script. It was very fast. You want to make it slow, so you can again instruct it that keep a pause between each step for 5 seconds. Though it's not a good practice. So it's not a good practice to do this thing, but it's fine as of now. We want to say that for this, keep it right for done. So it will add the code. If you see here, it will add the code in between this. It will keep 5 seconds. See here, it has added very fast. So this is basically kind of thread.sleep. Uh, and now we will run it again. So you will be able to see what is happening. But basically the report will be generated at here, right? So I'll show the report also. Let me run it again first. So we are running the same test case. You'll be able to see what is happening. That's why I made it a bit slow. So see here, now it will try to click on the create account. I'm not doing it. It is going to do it on its own after 5 seconds. Okay, it has clicked on it. Now it is verifying whether that please fill out this field is present or not. Test case is passed. If I want to see the report in Playwright, generally you have to run a command And that command is this playwright show report. I am running that command. So it will open in my local host uh, that report in HTML format. See here. It is showing that this is executed, and if I click on here, it will show me the steps, what it did. It navigates to this and this, then it is checking whether that URL is present or not, all these things. And it is all green because it is passed. Last part, which I want to show, is very interesting thing. So I want to put this code into GitHub. As of now, in my GitHub, if you see, if I'll go to the code, I'm on the main branch. And in my test case level, if you see, that test case is not there, sign up page, correct? Let's instruct here. We'll say that push this code, push the updated, push the updated, or we'll say push the code. That is also fine. Push the code to um, push the code is also fine. Ideally, you should create a new branch and then you should push it, right? Why I'm showing this to you? Because we have created one GitHub Git action pipeline. If you see here, this playwright.yml file, we'll learn about it, which will actually, whenever there is a push, it will run this code automatically. So whenever there is a push, on your own repository, it will run this, all the test cases. It's like this. Push the code to GitHub. GitHub. That's it. You can instruct a lot of things, but as of now, I don't want to create a new branch. So we are on main branch. Push the code to the main itself. That's it. So it will do all the git, add, commit, push, checking the status as of now. So it will do all those things. Why I'm showing you this? Because I want to show that here there is one pipeline action is executed um, related to test execution only, right? You will see that one more action will start executing because we have put it in such a way that whenever there is a code push, right, execute the test cases. So you can instruct to execute the smoke test cases or sanity test case, whatever you want to do in real project. But as of now, I want to execute all my test cases, let's say. Okay. So if you see here, it is saying nothing to commit, working tree, some message, but let it complete. Um, Let it complete. Yeah, it is pushing main branch to Git. Done, I think. So you will see, let me refresh it. You will see here, automatically it has come. Add sign up page. So it has put that comment that we have added a new test case. And because of this, um, execution has started. So let's wait. It is on queue. So it will execute it on Ubuntu machine and it will show us the report also. Wait for some time. So done. It is saying that it has put the code. Everything is done now. So it will start running it. So see here, it is executing. And it will show you whether it is passed or failed because of my new test cases, my old test case should not fail, right? Let's say that you want to check because of your own script, your new test script, all other previous test script should not be impacted, right? And your new test case also should be run on the cloud on remote machine that you can check here. That is executing it. Let's wait for some time. And at the same time, at the code level, if you check, if I'll go to the pages, see here, 1 minute ago, it has added job search, sorry, sign up page dot TypeScript. It was not there before. At the test level, if you see, this sign up page test is added, correct? This one is added here. Now we will go to the GitHub action again. Great, it is executing it. It's saying in progress. Generally, it took 2 minutes 49 seconds. Last time it took this much time. This time there is one more test case, so probably 3 minutes it will take to execute all the test case. Why it's taking this much time? Because it's actually going to one Ubuntu machine and then installing, Node.js, Playwright. So it's up to you how you want to utilize the infrastructure. So if you see this, I will be able to see the report. See here, it's saying that Node.js is deprecating. Some warning is there, but it's fine. It has executed. If I see Playwright report, I can download this. And there you will be able, let me open it. So there I'll be able to see my report. Great. See here, it is showing me there are 5 test case, all 5 pass, zero failure. So as of now, it is normal Playwright report, but we can generate Allure report also or some other awesome report in a better way, which will show you everything on the pie chart, how much pass fail. This is a very basic HTML report. At the same time, on Jenkins also, you can create the job, right? Which will execute all this test case whenever there is a push into your own code. Okay. That's it, what I wanted to show you. It's done till now. Jenkins job also I can show you. Um, Hold on. Yeah. In the Jenkins also, we created this job using AI only, using cursor only. We instructed it to create it, and these also will get executed automatically whenever there is a push or there is a merge in your code, right? As of now, we have not written it in that way because we wanted to utilize GitHub action, right? But in Jenkins also, for this, either you can explicitly run your code that, okay, I want to run with, don't worry about this parameter as of now, but you can run it explicitly, which will basically uh, do the same thing like execution, or you can set up it like when you want to execute. You can set up it, okay, at 28th July at 8 o'clock, I want to execute this thing, right? All those setup also we will learn when we will start the course. Okay. So it is executing that test case. Same thing it will do, like it will show you that HTML report. See here, these are the last report, which it is showing that, and you can see the result. You can download the result. Okay. That's it for today.